How's it going, man? Hey, I want to ask you real quick. I know Clemson opens with Georgia. Clemson's losing a lot of guys. What do you think about that game going in?
I think it's a great opportunity, playing a top team in the country. I think it's a great opportunity. Clemson always reloads and stuff like that. So
You think it could be like the 2021 game all over again?
Yeah, yes. We got definitely all the guys that's still there, and it's definitely gonna be a great game.
The momentum of winning 5 games in a row, how much does that matter moving forward for Dabo and what the Tigers have?
It definitely matters. It matters a lot. Winning 5 games in a row and finishing strong matters a lot. And I think they're gonna definitely continue that momentum throughout the season next year.
Hey Tyler, looking at it, the smaller defensive tackles like Kobe Turner, how successful he was this past year as a rookie. Do you look to those types of players and how to utilize your skill set from the interior?
Yes, of course. Like Kobe Turner, like Aaron Donald, Grady Jarrett, Geno Atkins. Those guys had successful make me, train harder and stuff like that, and just trying to emulate their game.
What's the advantages of having that type of body type comparative to a bigger nose tackle, as an example?
Natural leverage. Get underneath people, get underneath blocks and stuff like that.
Thank you.
You came into Clemson obviously with really high expectations. You earned a pretty generous nickname early on. How do you feel like you lived up to those expectations throughout your time there with the Tigers?
I think I was just being myself, being me. I think, coming in and doing what I was able to do. I think just doing all of that and just being myself, I think I lived it up.
What's the next step for you in your development? You were somebody who grew pass rush playing throughout your time in college. Like, what's the next step for you today?
I think just going to the next level for real. Just seeing what I can do here. Going out there and putting my best foot forward.
Have you had a chance to meet with the Steelers at all?
Yes, I did some informal interviews with them.
How did that go?
It was great. The line coach, great things.
What other teams have you met with?
I met with the Bengals, Giants, the Eagles, most of those teams.
What are you trying to prove to teams this week? What would you like them to know about you after the combine's done?
Just trying to first off just do all the interviews, just trying to show them how I am as a person and how professional I am, and also just doing doing all the drills and showing how I am as a player and competing and all that. So
preparing for this event, is there a drill that became kind of a favorite of yours?
Nah, I like all the drills.
Like all of them?
Yeah, I like all of them.
Tyler, who's next to Clemson?
Who's next in Clemson? We've got a lot. We got the whole D-line front. You got DeMonte Capehart, Peyton Page, Caden Story, of course Peter Woods and T.J. Parker, and then the linebackers. We got Barrett coming back, Wade Woodaz, and we got Khalil Barnes, Evian and Shelton, and R.J. back there. So there's a lot of defensive players, and then on offense, you got Blake Miller, Cade, Phil, Big Phil, so and Jake Brennersel. So we got a lot of players. So.
You mentioned Peter. At what point did you realize that he was the real deal?
Oh, when he first came in, just working out with him.
Was there like a moment of anything you kind of remember?
Nah, just how he is as a person and how he is as a football player. I knew he was the real deal.
Tyler, what have teams talked to you about in terms of like how they see you being used? Is it interior, out exterior? Where did they kind of line you up?
Just interior. So through technique, for our area. Sometimes nose tackle.
That being said, are there any interior linemen in the NFL that you like to watch their tape?
Yeah, so I like, of course, Grady. Played at Clemson. Geno Atkins, Aaron Donald, Jarrell Casey. Guys like that.
Did you ever watch much of Derek Brown? Watch much of Derek Brown?
Derek Brown. Yes. He led the lead in tackles this year as a defensive lineman. So yeah, watch.
As a defensive lineman, can you imagine having 103 tackles?
Yeah, that's a lot. It's crazy. He's playing like a linebacker, but yeah.
Tyler. I know you played UNC this year. What stood out to you about Drake May and defending Drake May?
He can make every throw. There's one throw that he made. I think the first touchdown. I was about to get him. He was rolling to his right and he threw it off his back leg and it was a touchdown. So he's a great player.
Does it make it difficult? Does this athleticism kind of make it difficult? Obviously you're rushing the passer there, but his ability to kind of throw in the move and kind of move around, how much of a difficult assignment is that for a defensive line?
I would say it's very difficult, just having a guy that just moving, not attacks you, and the ability to just throw off platform and stuff like that. So it's very difficult.
What went into the preparation for you guys to present the problems you did for Drake and UNC?
First, I feel like with any quarterback, you have to generate pressure, and I feel like we did that all game. We was able to execute. Then you have, people like Nate Wiggins and Sheridan Jones and the back end guys doing their thing. So it all correlates.
What do you think will be the biggest challenge going from college to the NFL?
I would say just, in college you have a lot of structure. They tell you what to do, tell you where to be at. And, in NFL, you don't get that structure. So having your own routine but definitely be like the biggest challenge for most people. But I feel like I have my own routine at Clemson, so I think I'll be just fine there.
You played your high school ball in Florida. Have you thought at all about being drafted by any of the Florida teams and playing your NFL ball in Florida?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I would love to go any team that's willing to draft me, any place that's willing to, call my name.
On that note, have you met with Tampa Bay this week at all?
No, I'm not.
Do you know if you have plans to?
No.
You met with the Broncos?
Yes, I met with them.
Formal or informal?
Informal.